アマテラス。影分身の術。
Okay, so I've been trying to make this video for the longest, and here I am, and hopefully this gets uploaded before World War III have commenced. So, welcome back to another video of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and just for today, I'll be sharing a wish list of the game. And the thing is, I have broke it down very neatly, the best way that I could, up to at least approximately 30 characters. Now 30, I don't know if that's possible. I didn't even really get to see how much characters it is in general with Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue. Any of the Arc System Works previous video game roster size. But right now I just want to give it up to at least 30, and so far 10 has been partially confirmed. Well, really 9, but I'm not sure if the 10th one is 100% legit, but I'll get to that later. So what we have so far is, of course, Goku with Super Saiyan, also same goes to Trunks, Teen Gohan, Vegeta, Krillin, Piccolo, Cell, Frieza, Boo. That is 9 characters. So far I'm about to give up at least about 21 characters. Now the thing is, within those 21 characters, I decided to divide it all up as much as I could. So within 21, I'll give you 5. 5 from Dragon Ball Super, 5 from movies, and 11 from the Z series. And then 3, it's DLC characters. Now that will actually make it to 33, but I'm just adding in DLC just in case whether or not if we do get a season pass worth this game or not. But we'll find that out later. So of course, let's start off with the movies. So with 5 movie characters, 1, Broly. I mean, do I really have to go explain why? It's fucking Broly, one of the most overhyped, well, I'm not gonna say the most overhyped, one of the most popular movie character of all time from the Dragon Ball Z series. And plus, knowing how he is, I wonder how exactly he's gonna be. Do you think he's gonna be like a slow type? Like a slow, but of course it's a powerful powerhouse motherfucker? Or what? I honestly just can't wait to see how, you know, just how he looks in a 2D video game. Number 2, Cooler. Now I would say Meta Cooler, but I don't know how can they give us a Cooler and then a Meta Cooler. So I'm just gonna say regular Cooler, but maybe it's optional whether or not you can transform to the final form, just the way how you could do with Frieza, when it's optional whether or not if you can become golden. So Cooler is number 2. Now number 3, and this one's really more optional wise for me personally, Tapion. I really do like Tapion. He is one of my favorite of the Dragon Ball Z series. Well, in terms of the movies, I guess to say. And he's very underrated too. Now that's the thing, the fact that he's very underrated, I doubt he'll be in the game, but I would love to see Tapion back. Bring in another sword user. I was really hoping he was going to be in Xenoverse 2, but that wasn't the case, so that was also disappointing. But yeah, in case you guys don't know who Tapion is, he is from the movie of Wrath of the Dragon, from the Hirudegarn movie. If you guys know who Hirudegarn is, it's that giant bug motherfucker that Goku have beaten with the Dragon Fist in the end. Spoilers. But yeah, Tapion, that's my homie. I just used him a lot in the Budokai Tenkaichi 2 as one of my favorite characters. Number 4, another underrated movie character I would like to see, Hachiyak. If you guys don't know what Hachiyak is, it is one of, I forgot the name of the movie. It's one of the OVA movies. It's actually split into 2. It's an original OVA back in the 90s, I believe. And then there's one that is quite remastered from Raging Blast 2. I don't know, for me, I just like to see some underrated characters, and I think Tapion Hachiyak is probably one of the most underrated but badasses into the series. So Hachiyak is another one. And number 5, have to say Bardock. I would not say give him Super Saiyan or anything like that, trying to fan service him. Just give us the straight original Bardock. So there we go, we got 5 movie characters down. So again, Broly, Cooler, Tapion, Hachiyak, and Bardock. Now I'm about to give you guys 5 more characters from the Dragon Ball Super, and I think there's a lot of, it's really optional, it's really kind of hard, but I really hope they could give us as much as they could. But let's be real, I say at least less than 5 or less than 5 Dragon Ball Super characters is gonna be in FighterZ. So here's my 5. Number 1, of course, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Now, do I think he's gonna be base form? Then it's optional whether or not he can go Rose. I don't think so. I actually don't even mind just to have him Rose from the start, just like how it is with Goku, Trunks, Gohan, and Vegeta, that they go from base form to Super Saiyan from the start. And I think Black Goku, it's a lot of things he can do, especially when it comes to his Divine Lasso. If you guys know that move I'm talking about, I'm about to roll that clip real quick. Okay, so just imagine seeing that shit in the FighterZ with their stupendous graphics. Bruh, it's hype as fuck. Now, of course, number 2, why would I not bring him there? Hit, gotta have Hit in there. Do I even have to say why? I don't even think so. Hit may be one of the coolest taijutsu person into this fucking game. They could really specialize him in the course of his combat, and I really can't wait to see how that's gonna be. Let's be honest, it's 100% for sure that Hit's gonna be in the game. It will be quite shocking actually if Hit doesn't make it in FighterZ. I mean, the fact that he actually made it to Xenoverse 2 in the base game, not DLC, base game, and Hit was only like 3, 4. He was just an arc old, okay, an arc old to the Dragon Ball Super series, and somehow managed to make it to the base game of Xenoverse 2. So I'm pretty damn sure Hit's gonna make it to FighterZ. 3, I have to say Caulifla. Now, I don't know whether or not if I could say give her the Super Saiyan from the start. I actually like both her forms anyway, or her hair to say the least. And it's nice to at least have one female Saiyan into the base game instead of just waiting for the DLCs. I wouldn't mind having Caulifla then Kale. And plus, since the fact that Dragon Ball Super been favoring the shit out of her, if you guys know what I mean. I mean, go from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2 to Berserk. Let's admit, that's kind of bullshit on how she progressed that fast. It would still be cool as it is to see her in FighterZ going off in her Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2 form. I would probably remain her, to be honest, just depends how she is. But Caulifla is number 3. Number 4, I would have to say Beerus, because Beerus is actually one of, at least I would say, one of the protagonists of Super. If anyone that is a protagonist of Dragon Ball Super as a whole, it's Beerus. I think if it wasn't for Beerus, there wouldn't be a Dragon Ball Super. And I think anyone can possibly agree with me with that, to say the least. And there's a lot of things he can actually do, but again, I would like to see how his combat would be. Because when Beerus fights, he quite dances in a way. So I wonder, since this is Arc System work, and in case you guys have not noticed, they have been keeping it real to the anime and the manga, I wonder how's it gonna be with Beerus in his fighting stance. Because in his fighting stance, he quite dances. So I wonder how's that gonna look. But yeah, Beerus is number 4, and number 5 I would have to say, of course, Jiren. Or Jiren. To be honest, I still don't know what's the correct name to pronounce it. I would say Jiren. But Jiren is a very hyped character, even though we still have not seen most out of him in Super. But still to come. I mean, the game's not gonna drop till 2018. This arc may be going on for another 2 months, to say the least. And we see one move from Jiren, and it was fucking dope. If you guys remember when he attacked Kale, I think he sent her as flying, and then he has some beams coming out of his fucking fingers, turns around, does a pose, fireworks, and that shit got me hard. And we already know there's more to come once when he goes down to fight against Goku. And he is a very potential new character to be on for FighterZ. So Jiren is definitely my number 5 for the Dragon Ball Super list. Now that leaves to 11 from the Z series. Well, I'm not gonna say the Z series, let's count GT. Don't know whether or not if they're gonna put GT in FighterZ. I personally hope that's the case and not DLCs, just like how they treated us in Xenoverse 1, which that was completely bullshit. So I would go off with the number 1, and this is only because now the fact that it is rumored that he is going to be the leaked 10th beta character, and that is Android 17. Not sure about him being in Super, like the Super 17, not Super GT 17. Maybe let me be more specific, the Dragon Ball Super 17. I think it's more likely the Android Saga 17. But 17 is number 1, number 2 is Super Buu. And the reason why I'm throwing in Super Buu and not Kid Buu is because Super Buu has more varieties in his capabilities. And what I mean by that is that, of course, imagine if they were to give him the absorption technique and they brought it back on to the Budokai 2 or the Budokai 3 ways. And what I mean by that is that once when he does the absorption skills, you're basically gambling, which means you could end up getting Gotenks or Mystic Gohan, Yamcha Tien, Piccolo, you name it. In case you guys haven't noticed, in Budokai 2, they went on even to the stuff that has not been canon. And you will see Super Buu absorb Frieza, Cell, and even Vegeta. And I honestly hope that may even be the fucking case to this game, which I don't think so, but it will be badass. Because absorption was a fun gambling tactic back in the Budokai days. So Super Buu is number 2. 3, I definitely gotta add in my boy Mystic Gohan. Why the fuck would I not add Mystic Gohan? He is one of the most badass Gohan there is. But then again, a lot of people do like Teen Gohan Super Saiyan 2 better, but me personally, I like Mystic Gohan for the fact that he was capable of the only one that could body Super Buu or Martian Buu as it is without no fusion or Potara Irix period. So Mystic Gohan. Other one, I would have to say Tien Shinhan. It was hard for me to either go for Master Roshi or Tien, but I think I had to go for Tien only because I like how he is just from the Dragon Ball series, that he was actually one of the most badass characters as it is. I would say give us Master Roshi instead, but the thing is about Master Roshi, I can't really see him being much of him fighting against someone like Buu or even Frieza or anyone for the sake. Now, I don't know how Tien is right now, the current Dragon Ball Super Tien. Don't know how strong he is, but let's be real, I think he is probably at least as stronger than Master Roshi, to say the least. Do you guys think Tien is at least strong as the final form Frieza back in the Namek Saga? Let me know. I actually am wondering what do people think of Tien Shinhan's strength of right now. Number 4 out of the 11 from the Z series, of course, my boy Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yes, a GT character. Now I do try to wonder how they're gonna do transformation variation, because it's not like they're gonna give all the Goku, all that one Goku, his Super Saiyan 2, his Super Saiyan 4, Blue and this and that, because the other Goku only give us first form of the Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan 3 as he does his Super Kamehameha. Now what about Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I can see him more of a separate character, just like the way it is in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. But if anything to say the least, I at least prefer that move more than fucking Super Saiyan Blue as of now. Plus seeing him doing Dragon Fists, that will be dope in the game. Now another GT character I would like to share, Baby Vegeta. to be honest, it's now I'm getting convinced to the fact that Baby Vegeta is back as an underrated character for the Dragon Ball gaming series, to say the least, because in Xenoverse 2, yes, he was there, but only as the fucking Great Ape, the Super Saiyan Great Ape, and not once we have not seen him as Baby Vegeta without being the Great Ape. And I really did like Baby Vegeta. He was obviously one of my favorite villains from GT, but he was my main as it is in Budokai Tenkaichi 2 besides Tapion. Next, Android 18, and I'm saying this because the fact that it may look like we got 17, why not give us 18? We do need some more female characters as it is in this game, and of course this game isn't gonna give us Launch or blonde hair Launch, Chi-Chi, and of course Videl. I think it would be weird if we get any of those as it is into this game, so at least give us Android 18 and Khalifa, and we'll be straight. Next is of course Gotenks. I did at first thought it would be best if we get Goten, Trunks, and then if you at least pick those two out of your 3 characters, you should do a fusion tactic, a fusion technique to go into 2-1, but I think that is quite unnecessary because of the roster count will be a waste, and it just don't seem right as it is right now since we're trying to get the main badass characters. And sad to say, I don't see Goten nor Trunks like that, so why don't they just go on ahead and just give us Gotenks as it is into the base game. Now, as a transformation, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe give us Super Saiyan as a startup form, and maybe give us Super Saiyan 3 as a requirement to transform, or make it as a finisher type only when he goes Super Saiyan 3 when he does his Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. Now I have 3 more to go, and the other 2 I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. Now I know those basically are Dragon Ball Super characters, but let's be honest here, it's Goku and Vegeta, so it doesn't really quite matter as it is. Now, I know I don't really think this game isn't just gonna give us 1 Goku and 1 Vegeta. I'm pretty sure they may give us at least maybe 1 or 2 more of them, to say the least. I already said Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I don't know if that's gonna be the case, whether that's gonna be confirmed or not. But at least Super Saiyan 4, Blue Goku and Vegeta, I can see that as a separate characters since they're more relevant than the Super Saiyan 4. So of course Super Saiyan 4, I keep saying fucking 4. I want 4! Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta will be great off as the base game separate character. Now one more I would have to say, and this really sounds a little bit more underrated in a way, because again, I really want this game to bring back the underrated characters that have not been into the Dragon Ball gaming for a long time, and that one is King Cold. Now the thing about King Cold, he is basically just the second transformation of Frieza, but with a cape, and he has that badass British accent. And for some reason, I actually dig that when I was a little kid. You already give us Trunks, and you gave us Frieza, so why not give us at least maybe 2 more Frieza race, which that is Cooler and King Cold, and hell, we got a family, we got the team of 3 of the Frieza race family. So I don't see why not trying to bring in King Cold. So yeah, that is my last and 11th character from the Z series. Now I'm gonna give you guys, I actually lied, 4. I'll give you 4 DLC characters, and that's kinda harsh because I don't really think that's gonna be possible. Give us 4 DLC characters. I can possibly see 3 to 4, but fuck, this is my wish list, right? So shut the fuck up. So now what I did on this one is that I have brought it in to each series. So I can go from the Dragon Ball, I'm talking about Kid Goku Dragon Ball, to Dragon Ball Z, to Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. So let's go off to Dragon Ball. I would like to see the Demon King Piccolo, aka Piccolo's father. Why? Because at least we'll get 2 Namekians into the team. So it's father and son. I mean, it would be cool if we get male as well, and then there you go, we have the team of 3 Namekians. But I think Demon King Piccolo will be good enough as it is. So Demon King Piccolo will be 1 for the Dragon Ball type. Now for Dragon Ball Z, I would have to go on and say Android 13, the fusion, of course. He was honestly one of my runner-ups from one of my movie selection, which again, it was Broly, Cooler, Tapion, Hachiyak, and Bardock. And I did have the thought to either add Android 13 in or Hachiyak, but the thing is, I really do want to see Hachiyak again. So Android 13 will be cool. It just depends if they brought the fusion version of him. And man, you know that one technique when he punched Goku in the imagine seeing that in the game. Oh man, that would be the day. Now for GT, Majub. Not Oob, Majub, because that Oob was far stronger than the original scrawny Oob, of course. And in case you guys don't know what Majub is, it's basically Oob merging to Majin Buu. And he was a badass, alright, but I think he had lost to, if I'm not mistaken, by Baby Vegeta in his either his second or his third form. But it was pretty hype back then, and I would love to see Majub or Oob in general to make a return to the Dragon Ball gaming series. And last but not least, from the Dragon Ball Super, I would have to say Kale. Now the thing about Kale is that I actually like the original Super Saiyan Kale better than the legendary Super Saiyan. The thing about Kale is that I'm not really much of a fan of her because she's really technically a copy and paste of Broly. Not just the fact of how she looks, but the way she acts as well, which that was really disappointing to me. And let me not get started of her as walking through Blue Goku's Kamehameha. But I would like to see the original Super Saiyan Kale to be in the game as a start off, and then make it optional to go legendary Super Saiyan, or whatever the fuck they're calling it in Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, now my runner up with the DLC or maybe a Dragon Ball Super is blue hair Trunks, because of course, and what Xenoverse 2 fucked up on is that they did not give us Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, and that was one of the biggest disappointment of the season pass of Xenoverse 2. And I'm pretty sure FighterZ has the potential to pull that off. But the thing is, now they already confirmed Trunks, just not Dragon Ball Super Trunks, Z Trunks. So do you think it's possible to see Dragon Ball Super Trunks to come in to the series, maybe as a variation, who the fuck knows, kind of like Blue Goku once when he gets revealed, and you can also become a Super Saiyan Rage. Seeing him probably doing the going Super Saiyan Rage into that game and doing the Spirit Sword, or the Sword of Hope, whatever the fuck you call it, the Spirit Bomb Sword shit, that would be looking crystal sharp A1. But there you fucking have it. That is my at least 34 characters of Dragon Ball's FighterZ of a wish list. Let me know what is yours. I don't know if you want to give me exactly all 30 or 21 characters, but if you do, go ahead, lay it down in the comments, take your time on it. I will read all of it and even let you know how I feel about your wish list. But there is mine, and I am truly hyped for this game and can't wait for every character reveals that comes in to this game. But I am done here for now. This is a very long wish list, but I told you guys I was going to break this down, and I did. So let's just hope at least a good 70-80% that my wish list is actually going to be part in the game. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. I will be playing the beta of a FighterZ, and you bet your ass that I will be owning it and playing as much as I could, because I do love me some 2D brawler games. This is Gillsenzu, and I see you guys next time.